It's time to talk about my goals for 2024. My bee mentor asked me what my goals are for my bees, and I think that I need to take 2 to 3 of my 6 hives and make them production hives. 2 of my hives out of the 6 have no queens. We're gonna get into them in a second. I gave them each a frame of eggs, so I'm hoping that they make their own queen cell and requeen themselves. My second goal is to obviously find and catch as many swarms as I can. I'm going to be setting out some swarm traps. The other goal of mine is to create as many 5-frame nukes as I could this year. One of my goals is to obviously find swarm cells and create those nukes. I don't know if I'm going to time it correctly, but this season's going to be over in a hurry, so we'll see just what happens. I want to get back into this hive and just see. Oh, there's a bald-faced hornet right there. Let's see if I can kill it really fast. Oh yeah, no bald-faced hornets. That was awesome. You can see yesterday I put in this frame, and so I know it's only been about 24 hours, but I'd kind of like to look at it and see if they've drawn any. It's a triple waxed foundation frame, so I just want to see what's going on. These 2 frames had brood. These 2 outer frames had pollen, and the rest was winter stores. I'd like to show you the eggs that are in this one, so you can kind of see there's a lot of capped brood on there, and hopefully I do see larvae and fresh eggs up here, right up in this upper portion. Oh, there she is. There's the queen. Yeah, looking good. She was in the upper box. We moved that brood super to the bottom, and now she's back up in the upper box. That's a good sign. Cover these gals up. So this is one of my queenless hives. So I'd like to show you my queen cells. So again, we're on this triple waxed foundation frame. A lot of bees on it. Oh my goodness, I dropped it. Right here, I believe, is my new queen cell. When I gave this to them, it was all eggs. Everything was eggs. This wasn't even capped. Now I got this long cell here, and I've got one on the other side right here. They look fairly small to be a queen cell, but that's the only thing that I can get. There's no queen in these girls at all. No eggs, besides this frame that I gave them. So I'm hoping that those hatch here real soon and these girls requeen themselves. We are gonna give them just a little chunk of solid feed just in case. I noticed a lot of water in this hive. I had the edges all taped up, and I think that it's been containing moisture in there and not letting it release. So I got a lot of tape to clean up. I didn't see any eggs in here. I did find the queen, but yeah, we'll just see what happens. There are capped brood in there. They might have all just hatched, and there's a lot of bees in there. So same deal. A couple frames of brood, and then I moved the pollen frames that were right next to the brood out one, pulled 2 frames out and put 2 fresh frames in between the pollen and the brood on either side. That way it'll encourage them to start drawing it out. So this is supposed to be my Saskatraz nuke. They overwintered great, but they haven't been growing like the others. My smoker ran out, and you can tell that there's a much smaller cluster.
Hey, I'm really in the mood for barbecue. What are your thoughts?
I see eggs hatching, but it looks like they could have a couple swarm cells in there. Here we go. This is the frame of eggs that I put in there. You can kind of see that that's an old supersedure cell that I found. I think I found a second one in this hive, so what tells me is that this hive superseded in the late fall. I did have a couple of very small swarms last year, and I think it was from these girls. I don't know how they did it overwintering, but we'll see if one of those develops into a queen cell, or I might just try to get a new frame of eggs later when I can get a queen and throw them both in. We'll just see what happens. Obviously these guys ain't gonna produce much honey at all this season. They're basically a really small nuke, and I just saw a buddy get a package bees today, and these gals are smaller. So what I might do for this small batch of girls is when I can get a queen, I'll just go purchase one or see if I can get one from another queen cell or a swarm cell and throw in these with some eggs. You need eggs in here, keeping that pheromone fresh and keeping those girls active, because you got about 4 frames of bees in here, and why let them go to waste? Either keep that hive going or combine them with another hive. So we'll see if we can rescue them.